Hello, everybody. Welcome to Opinionated Dads. I'm Taylor,
I'm Dre.
and get ready for another show. Appreciate the views. Last video was good, right, Dre? Cause we
Yeah, I
cause
think
we
so.
argued the entire
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Um,
We
we
went back
like
and
that. Wait,
forth.
25 comments. I
I
like
like
that.
that.
I
Yeah.
need I need some hate thrown back to me because I'm
Yeah.
giving a lot of it.
And your
So
opinions. Give you
yeah,
make
they're
sure
my
you give your
opinions too.
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're my opinions
Yeah.
too. Um, so yeah, let's get right to it. What you want to talk about? I'll let you start.
Uh, I got on this red for a reason, man, 'cause that's all I've been seeing.
It ain't for state.
Yeah, it ain't
It
for
ain't even
state
for
at
state.
all. It's for those guys, the Tar Heels, man.
Mm,
What a
mm,
disappointing season, man.
mm.
Disappointing. Like of all my years, right? Like I think my most disappointing year was the year we lost to the Villanova by the buzzer beater.
Okay.
That's been my most disappointing, heartbreaking. This
Okay.
season here, man, beat that by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
expectations, yeah, being number one, it's just bad, man. It's bad.
That's
It's bad.
that's the first team to ever do that.
Yeah,
That's a record.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
that's bad.
It's
I
ugly.
I love it. I
I'm
think
pretty sure.
I love it. This season after what happened last season, this season could not have gone more perfect for us. Besides going undefeated, but because ACC champs swept y'all. And y'all, the first team ever to go from number one to nothing.
Most disappointing year ever,
And that's
man.
disappointing. I loved it.
I'm
Um,
pretty sure.
I loved it. I mean, that's the biggest. That's the definition of a bust if I ever seen one. Like as a season. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
This
that's a
was a bust
bust.
year.
Absolutely.
That was a bust year.
What do you think happened?
I can't pinpoint just one thing, man.
It's hard to.
I think it was the camaraderie. I think they came into the season overconfident. I don't think they had great chemistry. I think it was bad coaching. Everything starts with a C, don't it? It was all bad, man.
It was. You think it got something to do with the R? You think RJ and Caleb won't
Uh,
clicking like they used to? You think
they didn't play like it
no?
all year though.
Um, But if you go back and look, we've talked about this. Y'all didn't have a great season last year either.
We
Y'all
got
lost 10
hot.
games.
We got hot.
Y'all got hot at the perfect moment. Y'all had good
Right,
matchups in the tournament.
right.
Baylor, when y'all played Baylor, they were without three starters.
They
Um,
were.
when you played us, not making excuses at all. When you played us, there was so much media around Coach K and stuff. I don't know if you saw Paulo's podcast with JJ Reddick. We didn't practice that entire week
I
because
told you
because of
that
all the
season
media
he
and stuff.
I told you he put mad pressure on them
Yeah, he
fellas.
shouldn't. He should have announced that he was retiring.
Nah,
He should
that
have
was a
just done it.
selfish move.
I don't think it was selfish because everybody does that. Not everybody.
Nah, nah.
I don't think it was
What
selfish. I
did
just,
Boeheim just retire?
yeah,
Right. When he do
this year,
it? After the season.
yeah. Well, but I think now I do think Coach K would have retired the year before last, but
What
we had
happened?
such a bad season. Not a
Mhm.
bad season. We didn't have a Duke season
You
that he
didn't
was
meet
going to
the
give it one more year.
expectation.
But he was
Right.
like, I think he announced it to say, hey, this is it no matter what. Just letting everybody know, letting the recruits know if you want to come here, I'm not going to be here. I think that's why he did it. You know what I
That's a
mean?
good point. I mean, I understand that. I
But
understand.
Hubert's 49-23 as a head coach.
Right.
You
And
know,
it ain't great. It ain't great.
could be worse, but with
This year was by far the worst. You know what I
absolutely
mean?
to have four starters return
Right.
and lose 13 games, that's to me that's coaching. Coaching it can't be chemistry because you just had it last year
Right.
and the year before.
Yeah. But I mean, you lose it with confidence
That's
and
true.
just going in thinking, hey, we number one, we gonna do this. You know,
I
sometimes you can't play just with your jersey and
no
intimidate people.
no. I think that my two main things I think why y'all were awful this year
What's
was
that?
coaching and rotations.
Hmm.
So So here's what I mean by rotation. So I looked it up. Y'all had, besides your starters, you had two other players that average more than 10 minutes per game. Two. To put it in perspective, I got some of the best teams and see what they have, what guys they have in double digits minutes per game. Duke off the bench has four. Alabama has four. Houston has five. UCLA with four, and Texas with four. They all those numbers were guys that are off the bench still averaging double digit minutes per game,
Yeah,
and
some
that's why they're
guys,
so
man.
successful. Y'all were good, right? Y'all were really good the first half, awesome. Last 5 minutes of the game, you got guys that have played 35, 34
35, 30.
minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
It don't matter how talented you are. If you're gassed, you can't be your best. And you're playing against teams that have dudes just coming off a 5, 6 minute break on the bench, fresh legs ready to go.
We
That's going to
starting to
win it.
we starting to lose guys now in the transfer
Y'all
portal
lost three to
already.
transfer already.
Already. I mean, they can come back, but they just entered the name. But
It's
that's scary. You know what I
that's
mean?
very scary. It's like, what do
Yeah.
you? I don't understand. I don't understand why he didn't use the bench. Even in games y'all were like winning, like
Right. Yeah.
significantly, he would still
hmm
have the starters out there.
Still have the starters out there.
I don't.
You're right.
And once you see, okay, we ain't gonna be successful. Let's go to the NIT. Let's get some experience with our bench players. Let's see what we got
Right.
over to get us next year. But y'all had
Yeah.
some good recruits, and now you got them leaving.
I do disagree with that point. I mean, I get that. Yeah, it was a disappointing year, and championship is the goal. But for those guys off the bench, yeah, NIT time would have been that would have
It
helped
would have
them.
been, but
That would have helped them.
but if y'all went to the NIT and lost that too,
Right.
it just
That
would have made it
would
look
have been
worse.
even worse. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so
For
I also
yeah,
understand why you
yeah,
didn't go.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love it. I think that is. I got another thing for you. So you remember how when I done one podcast, I said y'all were
hmm
sixth in the nation in free throws attempted.
Right. How
Okay,
we finish out?
so January 3rd, y'all were sixth in the nation. From February 1st on to the rest of the year, y'all dropped to 21st. So
hmm
from the beginning of the season, January 3rd, I mean 30th, sorry, not third, 30th, y'all were attempting 26 per game free
It
throws.
I believe that, but I believe also if you look back from that point, from that game, from what January to what to the end,
January, so February 1st on,
they
that's when
didn't
y'all
play the
dropped.
same.
They didn't, and y'all
They
only
kept
attempted
going down.
18. Y'all only attempted
Yeah,
18 free throws per game
yeah.
because I think y'all relied on the three too much
Became jump
and couldn't
shooting
hit them.
team. Yeah, and back up wasn't as aggressive.
No,
Yeah,
something
we got
happened.
hurt. Yeah, something happened. It was a
Something
disconnect,
happened
a
because
major disconnect.
I I didn't realize how much y'all missed Brady Manning until I
Oh
looked at
yeah.
these numbers
Oh,
right here. Listen to this.
listen.
So last year, y'all were 65th at 3 point percentage in the whole nation. 65th. That's really good in my opinion. That's really good.
Where we at? 2000 this year?
This year, 329
That's crazy.
3 point percentage.
That's crazy.
But I was like, maybe they didn't attempt as many or whatever.
We shot more.
Y'all, this last year, y'all shot one more shot, 3 point shot per game than this year
That's crazy. Pete Nance was not Brady Manning. I,
at all.
I,
Like the
I
sport, the floor spacing Brady did for y'all was
well, yeah,
very valuable.
yeah.
Um, I mean, what else do you think it was? I mean, that's it.
That, to me, yeah, that's all of it. It was a disconnect in chemistry and all of it, man. It was just a dumpster fire year for me.
Yeah, it was bad. Let me
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
this. Let me ask this as a Duke fan now. So
What's up?
y'all beat Coach K at home in his last game, and then y'all beat us in the Final Four. Cool.
Right, right.
Is that worse than going from number one pre-ranked to not even making the tournament
It
and
is.
seventh in your conference?
Yeah, I feel like as a fan, we gonna always be able to dangle what we did to Coach K,
Okay, I
but
understand. So y'all have
you
y'all
know what I
have a
mean?
huh?
We're gonna always have that over y'all as a Duke Carolina rivalry. But this right here this is bad, like, because
Yeah,
this is not just y'all. This is everybody.
That was my
You know
exact
what I mean?
point. Like
Right. That's
y'all
everybody.
got rights against us
Oh,
for
against
sure,
y'all. Right.
but the whole nation can talk crap to y'all about this
Yeah.
year.
That's what I care about more. I care about the whole. I like beating Duke. I love.
Yeah,
I
of
love when
course.
Duke fail, but
Me, yeah,
man,
same way.
we dropped the ball this year.
Yeah, that it, and it's not like y'all had four starters return,
yeah.
and that's not like they were sophomores this year. You had
No.
senior and
A,
two
a
two
fifth
seniors
year,
and two
a fifth
juniors.
year senior.
Yeah, like
Yeah, a fifth year senior. Yeah,
it's
it was bad.
Hubert.
It was,
I don't know if I think it might have been. I think it might have been. Do you think it might have been ego?
I'm pretty
Like
sure.
like
Yeah.
like y'all
That,
did so well last year in the tournament that y'all came into this season like, okay,
we gonna
yeah,
we gonna
it's
get
this is a
hot. We
cakewalk.
gonna
We
get
know what to
hot.
do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I know better than anybody because Duke's always one of the top teams, right? When you're the top team,
They
people
gunning for you.
people give you their best
They
shot
gunning for you.
every
Yeah.
time.
We they didn't live up to their
No,
expectations.
not at
Yeah,
all.
that's
I loved it. I I loved
enjoy
it.
it, bro.
I
Enjoy it, bro.
I
That's
have
all I can
talked
say,
so
man.
much trash. Um, it's karma for taking the goat out. That's all I got to say.
Wow.
It's
But
karma.
hey, enjoy it.
I have, but
Enjoy it.
we got to win today.
Yeah, y'all
Um,
got work to do now.
speaking of the tournament, what you think about Purdue losing the first round? I want to ask you that. I never asked you that. I don't think I did.
Nah, we ain't talk about that. That's
No,
crazy though. I didn't see them going down
no.
that early, but
Um,
not first round.
mm-mm. That they I I was telling Micah that he agreed with me that Zach Edey if don't if you he's gonna get his right,
Right.
but make the guys
Stop
around
everybody else.
him make the
That's
guys
what they
around
do.
him play
Yeah,
and see what the outcome is, and that's exactly what happened. So Purdue shoots 31% from three,
31. Yeah,
which is bottom tier.
terrible. Yeah, that's
Same
terrible.
y'all shoot 31 exactly. So
Yeah.
so and
Like
yesterday
how you slid that in there.
showed that. So
I like how you slid it.
yesterday showed that. But I don't know if people know this. You know the team they played when it's supposed to be in the tournament.
How they get in? At
So
large.
they're in the Northwestern Conference, right?
Right.
They played. I don't know how to pronounce the team's name. It's also the M. They played this team in their conference championship, and that team beat them. But because they had just joined D1 a couple years ago, they
Right.
were ineligible to go to the NCAA tournament. So they gave it to the runner-up, which was this team.
Wow.
So this team was like a
Yeah.
17 seed, low
Yeah.
key.
This true Cinderella.
Yeah. So this is the biggest upset in college history,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
That's crazy.
They were 20
I
and
didn't know that.
15.
That is crazy.
That's mind
That's
blowing.
crazy.
Purdue. Another fact, real quick. Purdue has had that coach has had 15 NCAA appearances. He's got one Elite Eight appearance.
That's it. And
He's
that
got to
was in
go.
what, early 2000s, wasn't
He's got to go.
it? Yeah.
That's
Some
unacceptable.
some people can get you there, but they just can't get you nowhere
He's
else.
got to
You know what I
go.
mean?
He's got to go. That's crazy to me.
He's a great recruit.
You got us winning real quick before we move on.
Nah, I
Who?
don't. Well, do I have y'all winning at all, or do
Yeah,
I have y'all winning tonight?
both.
Mm, I think y'all might win today,
Okay.
but I don't got y'all winning at all.
Okay. Okay. Most of my brackets I made, I actually have Kansas State beating us in the Elite Eight
Kansas
a
State.
lot. I think Kansas
Okay.
State is a big sleeper. If I was to pick two finalists right now, I think it's Kansas and Kansas State in championship. Now, if we show up right here in a couple hours, then my mind's changed. But
Okay.
we'll see. I think Kansas is still the favorite because they've been here before.
Yeah.
You know, they played 24 quad one games this year. Did you know that? Like,
Yeah.
so
And one.
they're ready. There's nothing they haven't seen.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
battle tested. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's
Yeah.
gonna go a long ways in that.
Yeah. They can run it back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
I wouldn't be mad if Houston won. I'd like to see somebody different win. I don't think
that'd
Kevin
be cool.
Sampson ever won one.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. I don't believe in their conference. I believe they're just like Purdue.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they got a weak conference. They
But
do. But I mean, Memphis was sweet too until
that's
last
what I'm
night.
saying.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
it's
Yeah.
crazy. Crazy.
Yeah,
I love tournament time though.
yeah.
But yeah, congrats on that record. I just want to let you know about that. I'm
I
probably gonna
got, I
let you know
got to
about it
hold
all
it.
year.
I got to hold it.
You
I ain't
gotta
got no
hold it.
problem. I
I
got
had to
to
hold.
hold
Look, I'm carrying this logo from last year with me for the next 10 years. So y'all got
Yeah,
y'all got to hold
got to
that.
hold it.
Y'all got to
No
hold that.
excuses. Ain't no
Um,
excuses.
one more question. I just thought this: if we win this
What's up?
year, the whole thing,
No,
does that
no,
make up for last year?
no. You cannot. Coach K didn't win it, so
Well,
no,
okay. Why you
it
keep talking
don't
about
make
Coach
up
K? Okay, so
because that's why it mattered so much because it was Coach K. That's why it mattered.
so
Nobody knew Duke before Coach K.
that's
Coach
very
K,
true. That's very true.
that's why it mattered. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So Greg Rad was the Wisconsin coach. The
Hmm.
on he was the Wisconsin coach who y'all lost to in the first round of Roy's last year. Does that
Right.
mean Greg Rad took out Roy?
Yeah. I'd say
Okay.
that. Yeah, he took him out.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
and
long as we got
Roy
the same.
retired
Okay.
after that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Jim
I didn't think you
Boeheim
say
got
yeah.
kicked out. Boeheim got kicked out in the ACC tournament, right?
Yeah.
Who, who beat him?
I don't even know who beat him. I
Yeah,
forgot who
it
beat
is
him.
what it is. You know
Okay.
what I mean? He took him
Okay.
out.
I thought you were gonna say no on that. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you.
Uh,
Okay.
took him out. Yeah.
All right. You wanna go to NBA?
Let's do a little something.
Do an NBA. MVP talk.
I'm with that.
Uh, you wanna go first?
I think this year, I think we got just three candidates.
Joker, Embiid, and Giannis.
I wasn't even thinking about Giannis this year.
Who?
I was thinking more Tatum this year.
I appreciate that. I
Oh, that's
appreciate
real
that.
though.
I appreciate that. I can't argue. I'm not gonna argue because I'm a Boston fan, so I ain't gonna argue
Right,
that.
right. Yeah, I take Tatum this year.
Is it Tatum over Joker and Embiid?
No, I ain't saying that.
No.
But I'm just saying he a candidate,
Tatum's great.
a high candidate.
Tatum's great. He's gonna get one before his career's over with. I think. Um,
Yeah, he got a shot.
but I think the world knows it's between Joker and Embiid right now. Who you got between them two?
I got the Joker, man. I got the Joker.
I'm back and forth. I told you that I'm back and forth. I was Embiid and I was Joker. I'm sticking with Embiid. Reason
Okay.
being, he's playing in a tougher conference. I think the win percentage for the top 8 seeds in the East is 61. The win percentage for the top 8 seeds in the West is 56. So the East is a tougher conference. Embiid's playing tougher competition. And Embiid's averaging 9 more points per game than Joker is.
Nine more.
9 more. 33. Joker's averaging 24.
How,
That's a
how many
lot.
more assists is
So
Joker
Joker's at 10
averaging?
assists, Embiid's at 4. But Joker brings the ball up more than Embiid does. Embiid don't get the ball until he gets in the post half the time. You know what I mean?
That ain't his fault though.
That ain't
That's Joker
that ain't
talent.
his fault. But
That
for Embiid
that's
to have
Joker
four
talent.
assists, yeah, I agree. But for Embiid to have 4 assists with not being the main ball carrier, that holds weight. No,
Hold a little weight, but it don't take away from what
he
Joker doing.
here's why I really think Embiid is over Joker.
Right.
Embiid is twice as better at defense than Joker is. Come on, give me
Hey,
that.
you can get that. You
Embiid
can get
averaging
that.
1.7 blocks per game.
But what about the help that Joker has compared to the help that Embiid
What
has?
you mean help?
Does he not have a former MVP on his team?
Yeah, yeah, valid. But he's also not in his prime anymore. It's
He
not. It's
still
not.
know how to play the
It's
game though.
yeah.
He's
I mean,
still James
but that's
Harden.
where the assist is coming from. I think if
That's it.
Harden on that team, Embiid has two
Did,
more assists per game.
did you not vouch a couple weeks ago that he should have been in the All Star game?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Huh? So
absolutely.
how
You
many more All Stars are with Joker?
okay? I see your point. I see your point. You got me there, but you still you can't justify 9 points per game difference.
Embiid can have a slack night. Joker can't.
Uh,
He can't have a slack night.
it depends on who's playing.
He
The West is
he
easier.
has to get his points, his rebounds, his assists every night for that team to go.
They are undefeated when he has triple double.
And okay, and their record might be better, but Do you know how many games they have played against the Eastern Conference or against the Western Conference this year so far?
None.
They all that plays a part too, right?
Yeah. I I got Embiid because of defense. Um, because
Because of
he has
the
to.
one the
Huh?
one sure thing that he does better. That's why you giving it to him.
Well, ain't the one sure thing. Is he scores better, light years better.
Joker can score if he needs to score. He don't have to. That's not his main
So you're
thing,
telling
man.
me Joker could
That's
average 33 per game if he had to?
I, I think he
I don't
could.
think he could.
I think he could.
No, he's not
I
fast
really
enough.
do. That would take away from some of those assists that he get. But man, can't nobody really stop him when he get the ball on the inside.
He
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 has
shoot
great
he
fundamentals.
shoot a lot of free throws.
Yeah,
Not more than MB, but he shoot a lot of free
yeah,
throws.
yeah. The mechanics are great. Like I said, I'm not. If Joker wins it, I'm not going to be like he shouldn't have won that. I just think Embiid
Who
deserves
got a
a
better
little
three
more
pointer?
because Embiid's team. He had. I can't say he has to do more because Joker averages triple double. I
Take
mean,
Joker off that team. They're nothing, man.
oh, you giving Jamal mad disrespect right
They ain't going to the playoffs. They not a number one seed. You go from one to what? Play in?
7-8, 7-8,
Play in?
7-8.
Nah.
Yeah, 7-8.
9, 10.
But the Nuggets got other big men for Joker to he don't have all the big men working on him. The Sixers he is Embiid is the only big man they got. The joke is
That's
I'm not saying because he's a
who they
dude.
got. Who they got?
Plumlee straight
They just got
straight
Plumlee then.
straight. He's having a good game. He's averaging I think 11 and 9 right now. Solid.
Who Plumlee with?
The Nuggets.
No, I thought Plumlee was with the Clippers.
There's two of them.
Huh?
There's two of them.
No. One of them. Which one? The good one play with the
Oh, they all
Clippers.
start with an M. I don't know.
Yeah, Mason with the Clippers. He getting down off the
Yeah, he getting down.
bench.
He getting down.
Yeah.
But like the Nuggets got more.
Nah.
I still think I
Uh-uh.
know Joker's average triple double. I still think
They just
Embiid
the Nuggets got one thing that's better overall, and they got better 3-point shooters.
absolutely,
That's the only thing. That's the only
absolutely,
thing they got better.
and that's where his assist comes from. He's doubled, pass out.
Yeah. He also hitting Aaron Gordon backdoor cuts and
He
dunks
is.
and having
He's making. He's a great passer. I mean,
right.
they're to the shooting
Yeah.
pocket every time. Like people don't realize that
You ain't never seen
he
nothing like
yeah
Joker.
he ain't just passing to open guys. He's passing good passes, no looks. I understand all that. Joker and right now I'm thinking about Joker now. Now I go back and forth just talking about it. It's really hard to decide. I just think 33 points
Every
per
year he
game.
breaking records.
Yeah, but I just think 33 points per game with almost 2 blocks a game is that's not done that often.
That's the I get it, but we seen Shaq get it and don't get the MVP. Shaq had numbers like that and don't get the MVP.
That's true. That's
You know
true.
what I
I don't
mean?
really know what the judge the MVP off of anymore. Anyways,
Take Joker off that team. They're nothing.
you could say that.
That's the
I can't
truth.
disagree with that. I I can't disagree with that. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see. I'm okay with they give it to both of them. I don't think they'll do that, but
Even when Jamal Murray was hurt, he still kept Denver
he
relevant.
did. He did. He did. But
Number one and number two
he
seed
did. Again, the East is
year
strong.
after
East is
year.
stronger than the West right now, so let's
This
take that into
year,
consideration.
this year
Yeah,
maybe, not last year.
yeah, yeah. It's true. 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 Well, we'll see.
And do you really believe that the East is better than the West?
Yeah.
A retooled West?
The
When
Kings. The
when when when
Kings.
when
Huh?
when Kyrie and Kevin Durant just left the East,
Yeah.
they're in the West now, and you still think no, no. The West got
You
four
got a
good
Kings
teams,
team that's a third seed in the West. What would they be in the East? Five or
huh?
six. Let's be
But
honest.
they balling though. They
They
up and
Bob
coming.
they're 5 or 6. If they play
Nobody's
Boston 4 times, if they play
co-
the Bucks
co-
4 times,
coach of the year. That man, this is his first year. He got his team balling, man.
because
Just like
he's
your
in the weaker
coach.
conference.
Just just like your coach got your boys balling.
I guarantee this. I guarantee that whoever wins the title this year comes out of the East.
I ain't gonna say that
I
either.
guarantee it.
I think you disrespecting the West because there's some talent in the West, man.
There's individual talent, yes.
No, they're team talent. It's team talent.
Team potential talent. The Clippers could be good. The Warriors
The
could be good,
Clippers,
but they're
the
not right
Clippers.
now. There's a difference
How
between
many
potential
teams?
and actually doing it.
How many teams over there in the East won a championship the last 3 years?
Just the Bucks.
All right,
Just the Bucks.
all right,
This is a new year.
all right. But I'm
This
just
is a new
saying.
year.
I'm just saying. The same teams are in that conference, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
All
there's been
right.
some changes since then, but yeah,
Same team.
yeah. I,
Loss of players.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what it is. I think Embiid's going to win it. I think he's going to win it. He's on a
Yeah,
hot streak right now,
sometimes the NBA get tired of the same guy winning. You know, we talked about
which is yes, we did
it.
talk
Yeah.
about that, which is not how it should be in my opinion.
Yeah.
LeBron should have about 6 or 7 of them.
That
Um,
means Mike should have probably had nine.
Mike should have had
Then.
more. I think Kobe should have had one more.
Should have at least had one more.
Kobe should have had one
Yeah,
more. So I, I don't know. I don't know what they base it off of anymore. I
it's
really don't.
different.
They
Yeah.
gave it to Russell that one year because he had triple double, but they were like the
Average
fifth,
triple
sixth
double.
seed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird now, man.
I don't get it. But anyways, we got time. You want to talk about a little offseason in the NFL real quick?
Yeah, man.
Um,
What you want to do?
I think Rodgers is going to the Jets. I think I said that,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to happen. Um, hot take.
You know,
This is
you
what
know, you always talk about him being different, right? What if he just all of a sudden just pull a switcheroo on him and say, "Yeah, I'm going to Tampa Bay."
he
You
might.
know what I mean? I just threw them out there, but
I don't think he'll do it. He might be a jerk like that
you
and do it.
never
I don't
know.
think he is
Yeah, you
though.
never know.
I don't think
Yeah,
he
that
is.
would be dope.
Hackett's over there. He likes Hackett.
He got ties. He just
They
got
got a good
Gasol.
young team. You ready for this? If
What's up?
Rodgers goes to the Jets, they win that division. They beat out the
Hmm.
Bills. They beat out the
Ooh.
Patriots.
Hmm.
Yes, they win that division. They beat out
I
the
can't say
Dolphins.
that yet. I can't say that
Here's
yet.
why I
He's a
say this.
bad man.
Huh? He's a bad man.
He.
They got great young talent over there.
Right.
Great young talent. They learned a whole lot from Rodgers. And they
He
got
got to.
Lazard,
But see,
and
that's the
Rodgers
thing.
likes Lazard.
He got to be patient and be willing to teach and let him grow.
That's true.
You can't just come in there
That's
expecting it.
true. Very true.
You know what I mean?
But
I
if he
feel
wants to
like
win, he'll get it together.
I feel like if the Bills pick up like maybe an Adam Thielen or OBJ, they'll be able to stick with him. Man. They got to get Diggs some help, and it's got to be more than Gabe Davis.
Yeah, yeah. But they got to get a running back. They could get Zeke. Zeke would be a good pickup.
That would be
That'd be a good
that'd
pickup.
be a good one.
But here's why I
I think
say,
Cook.
huh?
I think Cook gonna take over that role this year. Dalvin Cook, bro.
Yes, James Cook.
Yeah,
I think he
James.
should. I think he should.
Yeah,
I think it's time to move on from Singletary. Um,
yeah.
we'll see. Zeke is no more than a third down back from here on out his
That's
career.
all. Yeah, power back.
From his
That's it.
career, you need a third and second, third and two, third and one. You know that's where you get the ball to. Let me tell you something about the Jets though. People don't realize this. They allowed the second fewest yards per passing attempt this season. Second fewest.
Mm.
Their defense was outstanding. They allowed the fourth fewest first downs. So you take a defense like that and give them a is he top five, a top 8 quarterback who's won a Super Bowl,
Mm.
has experience.
Right.
You could argue the only things the Jets were missing this year was a quarterback, right? They had a running game, good young running backs,
Yeah.
even though they got injured. Great defense, obviously. Only thing they're missing is a
Yeah.
quarterback.
That's a good point.
So
That's a good point.
you you know when they
Hey,
what huh
say what now?
what they go set what was their record 8-7
Yeah,
9-7, something like that.
they
So
were close to being a
so
wild card
they
team.
add Rodgers, they get 3-4 more wins on top of that. They're a playoff team. They win the division.
Hey, look, I told a friend, I said, man, they're gonna trade, they're gonna trade Aaron to the Cowboys for Prescott.
That would
And
blow the
he said,
NFL
no, they
up.
ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that because him and McCarthy don't get along. I said, man, Aaron might do
I don't
it.
think. Yeah, him and
He got
McCarthy don't get
options.
along.
Yeah. But you really think
I
so?
don't think they like each other. No, obviously it ended on a bad.
Right.
But then again, who really gets along with Aaron Rodgers?
He
Obviously
different.
nobody.
He different.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. But New York, I think New York is a great place for him. New York people,
Yeah, he fit.
yeah, he
Yeah.
fits with New
Yeah,
York's
he fit. Yeah.
atmosphere. So
Yeah. He don't he got that
yeah,
nonchalant
yeah.
attitude,
So
so
I think it's a good fit. I think it's a
yeah,
great fit.
it'd be good.
We'll see. Let me ask you real quick, since Jimmy's now with the Raiders, uh, Brock the starter for the 49ers?
It's looking like it.
Got to
It's
be.
definitely
Got
starting
to
to look
be.
like it. Yeah.
Undefeated
Yeah.
last year. The 5-0 in the regular season.
Yeah.
Undefeated last regular season.
Right.
And in
Yeah.
his 5 starts, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't get much better than that
Right.
as
Yeah.
a rookie.
We get to see what Brock really made of this year.
We saw
Got to
last
come
year.
back
What you
from.
mean?
No, I'm just saying now you coming back from an injury. You know, now you got expectations
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
It's gonna be a little different. You got a great team around you.
Very yeah. They got
Great
they got
team.
I think they're a favorite next year with Brock at quarterback. I think they're a favorite next year. Um yeah, you got any what other offseason moves happened? You got the Saints as a favorite in their division?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I do.
Right now, yeah. Carolina don't know who their quarterback is right now.
No.
Who's the quarterback of Tampa Bay?
Kyle Trask, whoever that is.
Okay. Yeah. I just know he's from Florida. I know he's from
Um
Florida.
Falcons are obviously a wreck.
I think they going
Um
Desmond Riddle. They gonna let him.
yeah. Falcons just got tight end from Tennessee, didn't they?
Johnu Smith.
Yes.
They got him from New
New
England.
England.
Yeah,
Why
got
do
him
they
from
do
New
that?
England. I don't know.
When like
That
you already
I,
aren't using Kyle Pitts,
and that might be the thing.
but they won't
Might
use
be
him.
the
It ain't like Kyle Pitts didn't show up. They didn't use him.
we don't know what Cal looking like in practice
That's
and
true.
stuff. You
That's
know what I
that's a
mean?
solid point. That's true.
Yeah.
I, I do think the Saints are the favorite,
Yeah.
unless the Panthers pick the right quarterback with this pick. We
Yeah.
won't know until he plays. Um, I think Anthony Richardson is the best
I think
out of the three.
oh, you think he the best?
I think he's better than Bryce and CJ. I do think he is.
I think that's who they gonna get to.
I
Either
would get
him or
him.
Will. What's his name? It's either gonna be him or Will. But
He
they think it's gonna be Stroud or Young.
do they?
Everybody keep talking about them. Everybody keep talking
I
about
think
them.
Anthony Richardson is better. I think he's a Cam Newton 2.0. Same
And see
size.
with Frank Wright, you know me knowing Frank Wright from being the coach, he won a big quarterback. He
Yeah,
won a big
and he's a
quarterback.
big guy.
He big. He had Andrew Luck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
that's a
Carson
solid
Wentz
point. I
like.
didn't think about that. That's very good.
Carson Wentz. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
very
That's what he
good.
like.
I, there could be a problem. It's between them two
Yeah.
for sure, unless
Yeah.
Tampa goes and gets a quarterback. Like you said, if Rodgers goes to Tampa, we talk about a whole different conversation.
Yeah, a whole
Whole
different
different
thing.
conversation. Which if I was
Yeah.
Rodgers, I might not would mind doing that. Buccaneers got some defensive issues they need to work out, but
Hmm.
it's that division is definitely up in the air. It's
I will say this, man. If I'm D Hop, I'm trying to get out of Arizona.
absolutely he has 2 more years left probably on good legs
Yeah.
because he's not a young quarterback anymore. But he is a top three. I mean, wide receiver. But he's a top three wide receiver in my opinion. I'm a big D Hop fan. Um, but I mean, he's got to go somewhere else. He's got to leave Arizona. He's
I
got to
want
leave
him to go
Arizona.
to the Chargers.
Him and Mike Williams on. Oh my God,
Man, that would be
that's the
nasty.
tallest
That
duo
would
in
be
the league right
nasty,
there.
man. That would be so nasty.
I don't want him because
You don't
I
want?
I don't want him to go to there because he's in our division.
Oh. Oh, I thought you
I'll take him
would
if
you
we
take
get
him?
got of Cortland Sutton. I'll take him. Absolutely,
Nah, you gotta give him a little more than that,
absolutely.
man.
But we'll see. What's your coach doing?
I don't know yet, man. I'm just glad we didn't trade the Bears for that number one pick. I didn't want.
Yeah,
Felt like
I
it was
agree.
gonna cost too much.
I agree. Y'all got to figure something out.
We need a quarterback
Give
though,
Nick
but we
Foles a
did pick
call.
up Gardner Minshew. Nah, we got Foles.
Y'all got him again? Y'all picking him back up?
Yeah, yeah. We had him when we had signed both of them the same year.
Well, hey, start him.
Yeah, nah. We're gonna start Gardner Minshew. I think
That's
we're
smart.
gonna
He's
start
not
him.
bad. He's not
Nah,
bad.
I'll take him for a
Yeah,
year.
he deserves
For a year.
he deserves a spot somewhere for sure. Um,
Yeah.
anything else?
Hopefully, he know how to beat the Jaguars. Since we can't beat the
That but the
Jaguars, we'll get them the
Jags are a
games.
favorite next year. I think they're going to be outstanding.
You do,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They ended the season hot, real hot.
and I think they franchise
Yeah, I don't think they
Melvin,
lost anybody.
Ingram. Yeah,
So
yeah,
we'll see. Oh, and they got Ridley.
yeah. I forgot about him. Yeah,
Calvin Ridley. So
Stepped
we'll see.
up.
Anything else? I gotta go get ready for this Duke game. I gotta call Coach Shire and stuff, let him know the game plan. So
Well, just want to wish you nothing but bad luck. But
appreciate
to
it.
the
Appreciate
fans,
it.
uh, appreciate y'all watching.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all continue to hit that like button,
Please
subscribe, yeah, comment.
comment. I need comments. I need comments. I need somebody to tell us why they think we're wrong, and demand to come on the show to prove us wrong. I would love
Oh
that.
yeah, you want to go ahead and tell them what we're gonna be talking about next week, so they can go
Oh
ahead
yeah,
and well,
top five trios in NBA history.
all time, right?
Top five trios
Y-
in NBA history.
Y'all get y'all's ready
There's
too.
a lot. There's a lot.
Y'all make sure y'all get y'all's ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Get y'all's ready.
Hmm.
Make sure Braun's in there. We'll get to that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, good show, man. I had fun. Until next
Yeah.
time, everybody.